All right, this is Brandon Hayes with Anthony Dinar, and today we're taking a look at Illbleed for the Sega Dreamcast.
Scary.
Very scary. I saw someone play this, a little bit of it, in a pickups video or something, and once I saw it, I was really intrigued. Like, I had to buy this game. And then once I got it, it didn't really make much sense.
Yeah, that's funny, because I'm the one who paid for it.
Yeah, because you're a chump. So basically, I cut out a bunch of story, but I did save a little snippet of it right here.
Those are guest invitations to Illbleed. How'd you get them?
From a Pepco promotion.
Kill! Look, we can win $100 million there.
Yeah, if we can manage to get through the whole park, that is.
No sweat. I'm game if you are.
So that's your basic story. There's a theme park horror amusement park thing called Illbleed, and if you can survive, you'll get $100 million.
Boy, I hope. Oh, god damn it! You ruined my joke. I was gonna be like, boy, I hope I can make it past midnight to get my inheritance. But
well, they just said you heard the story. So anyway, Illbleed. It's really strange. Like, when I saw the game, I'm like, I gotta play this because, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. You're running around, like, trying to avoid traps, and the traps have no visible indicator that you're gonna hit them. Except for at the top of the screen, there's sort of a tell. You see the sight, hearing, smell, and sixth sense.
This game smells.
God damn it. When you walk close to a trap, it'll activate, like, you see a little blip next to sight or hearing, or if you can smell it, you'll see a little blip there. So you know one's close, but there's still, like, I couldn't figure out how to deactivate it. So I would try to, like, walk around it or whatever. And then, like, sixth sense, I didn't understand, like, why that was blipping. If that starts to activate, it means that there's, like, something useful for you, like bandages or something that you can pick up, an item that you can use. And then I didn't even understand this. This took me forever to figure out. This little hub world is just access to the different levels. So these movie theaters are all closed because this is for, like, level 2 or 3 or whatever. Only level 1 is open, and it took me a while to figure that out. I'm looking at this map, and it's not helping because it's showing me, like, that little blue arrow.
Yeah.
Like, go up here. So I'm trying to go through this door where it's clearly pointing on the map. You need to go through there. You can't go through there until you clear all the levels.
Great.
So, yeah. So when I eventually figured out
you have a heartbeat there. Look at that.
When I eventually figured out enough to get going, like, I found the first theater that was open. This is, like, the movie, so to speak, that they're showing in that theater. So this is level 1. When I go through, I die horribly. So we're going to see that. And then at a certain moment, I broke. And I'm like, I got to figure out some rules to this game. I got to watch a little bit of a playthrough or something. And then I figured out what to do. I still failed miserably, but I got much farther.
I'm glad to see you haven't ruined our name.
So, this is your basic story, if you care to read it. It just tells you, like, what's going on, or the theme of this level. And, it's a long, boring story. You can read it if you want, I don't care. So now I'm just this girl running through, the level. It shows me, like, my, how I can earn different points. Like, that $50,000 is the max amount of money I can get from this one movie.
Okay.
I think I left with, like, 3,000. And that's just basically what you get when you die. So there's a trap. I activated a trap. Couldn't get past the door. And you can see why I wanted... Fuck, I think I'm dying.
Are you bleeding over there?
You can see why I wanted to play this game, because that blood animation was ridiculously over the top.
It was.
And I got attacked by some grub worm or something.
I love how there's no way to avoid the trap. It's just, boom, you're in it. Like, That's stupid.
Yeah, I
Oh
couldn't,
wow, that looks cool.
I couldn't figure this thing out.
That looks like me in the morning.
That was a lot less blood than the simple little 2x4 that fell on my head.
Jesus. Like your heart rate's at 103 now, or is that your pulse or whatever?
Yeah, when your heart rate goes up too much, you die. When you start bleeding too much, you die. And you can see I'm just leaving little blood trails behind me. When you get exhausted, like you use too much energy or something, you die. Like,
Jesus.
death is around every corner.
So much blood in this game.
That's why you can see why the amusement park owner here was going to just give away like $100 million or whatever. He doesn't care because he's not going to actually have to pay anyone. Because everyone who enters this place is going to die. That's a can of soda. I don't get that. Like, is this place really haunted? Or are all these, like, fake like that zombie head that attacked you? Was that real?
I'm gonna go with no. Well, you do have, like, a sixth sense. That is kind of weird. The phone ringing scared you? What the fuck was that?
Yes. See, it made me bleed a little. So, yeah, I'm not doing very good. I have no objective. Like, that story portion just basically told you what the monster's motivation was and stuff. It didn't tell you, like, you need to go here to activate this or do this.
What the fuck?
Broken light bulbs are extremely dangerous in this game.
Yeah. Better go, like, calm yourself down. You got a 180 pulse there.
I don't know how to do that. None of these doors open, by the way. You can't open any doors. The only way you can go through a door is if it's already open for you.
This game's stupid.
You know what, though? I like this more than Resident Evil. The controls are certainly better. It's kind of like a mix of, like, Resident Evil and a little bit of, like, Fatal Frame.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of goofy, though. Like, it's... Oh, I fainted. That wasn't death, though. Then I'm getting attacked by this meat man. And that's a weird thing, like that helicopter symbol there.
I thought that was health, but you didn't pick it up, yeah.
Now, if I stand on that, that's like a helipad, and if I push a button repeatedly, eventually a ladder will fall from the sky, and I can climb up to safety.
Okay. I was gonna call bullshit on that, but there was like a helicopter shadow on that. Yeah, like that was real.
Yeah, I'm not lying to you.
Wow.
So that's it.
Game over. Holy shit.
That was my first attempt. And actually, like, I did do a whole second attempt before I looked online on how to beat this or how to play the game, and I failed miserably at that too. I just cut that out entirely. But now I know what the score is. So now this is going to be a legit attempt.
Okay. I this is going to bother the shit out of you. But, like, okay, she's got purple hair, but it looks like she has, like, a baseball cap on. Like, what's that thing on the back of her head right there?
I think it's just like a hair band or something. There's no way to avoid that initial trap.
Lame.
So now, this is something you would never know in a million years unless you looked it up or something. You can't play this game
without the night vision by the tree. I found that, actually. That thing right there. Horror monitor. Sorry, it looks like night vision.
I didn't know you played this.
I played this for like a whole 2 seconds at the game store, my local game store.
Oh.
Yeah, and then, like, I ended up bringing it home. This game's like a fucking $70, $80 game or whatever online, and I got it for $30, like $35.
Well, lucky you. Now you can try and play it because it's still like I know there's a trap there. I couldn't figure out, like, I've got my fucking Fatal Frame camera I can't figure out how to activate the traps. Apparently, you've got to, like, activate that vision right there. That alone costs you adrenaline points.
What?
Then you've got to push a button to then now I have highlighted the phone because I knew that was a trap. Now when I walk toward the phone, for some reason, that little blue glowing ball then was returned to me. I guess that like kind of refilled some of my adrenaline points or something. Sometimes I have trouble trying to pick up these glowing orbs. Sometimes I'll walk right over them and they won't come, like that one. That second one didn't come to me.
And it sucks that you waste adrenaline doing that. Like, that makes no sense.
So basically,
was that toilet paper?
Guys, but basically the game like punishes you for deactivating traps. The only way that you can really play this is like to kind of go through, just stumble around, get hit by the traps,
so
memorize them,
exactly,
and then you can avoid them except for the ones that you know you absolutely cannot avoid.
That's stupid.
Then you use your little night vision horror goggles to deactivate those.
That's dumb. That's really fucking dumb. See, like, because I was in the store, I didn't even know how to, like, turn this on, and, you know, like, there was other customers there or whatever, so I didn't actually get to utilize any of that. I had no idea any of this. But this is dumb. Like, you do have to find out where the traps are, and, like, that means it's just, what is that, trial and error, essentially, is what this game is. You're wasting a lot of adrenaline.
Well, that's the only way I can figure out how to play the game. Like, it shouldn't penalize you. Like, in I haven't played Fatal Frame in forever, but I don't remember, like, being penalized for taking pictures.
Well, you did have, like, a certain number of exposures, you know what I mean? Like, you only had, like, 30 pictures to take, so you didn't want to waste them. But,
I guess you're right.
But, like, it wasn't as bad as this.
Yeah, so another thing is, like, I from watching the walkthrough, I knew that there were traps here, so I deactivated them first. And then I also knew that, like, somewhere hidden in these things is, like, bandages or something. So I had to go around to each individual locker, and I'm just clicking, like, blindly pushing the button, knowing that eventually, somewhere, I'll find the bandages. Like, I don't like games that don't have, like, a visual indicator.
Yeah, like a little, like, flash or, you know, sparkle or something, yeah.
It's like you can't show me an open door with, or, like, let me open the doors and show me that inside they're empty or inside bandages might be inside one of them. Like,
yeah. Shit, you're down to 70.
How else am I supposed to play this game, though? And see, sometimes, like, that will happen, and that, like, why did that activate as a trap? I was clearly...
You panned the whole room, yeah.
And I was pushing the button. This one activated, like, sometimes the traps will activate like that, and you'll get the visuals, but you see she didn't fall on the ground or get bloody, so that one didn't hurt me. There's another one. I know there's a body in there, and so I'm trying to activate that trap, but I can't because I'm, like, at a different angle. So now I gotta angle myself differently, and I wasted adrenaline doing that.
That's cool. That's like Silent Hill, sort of.
Yeah, and the worst thing about this is by deactivating the traps and getting farther, I'm actually cheating you out of, like, lots of really cool looking scares and stuff. It's like I almost wanted to go through and instead of trying to get far, just try and, like, make a collage of all the traps. Because I think that probably would have been more visually interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I liked how that room smelled. That was funny. I've never seen a game that has a smell meter. That's great. Yeah. What happens when you run out of adrenaline? We're gonna find out.
Well, yeah, you will find out. You just can't use the goggles anymore.
Oh, that's dumb. You should be like a junkie shooting yourself up with adrenaline.
And really, like, look, I walked over toward that ball. Why can't I pick that up?
Yeah, that's dumb. I don't get this.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if anyone's ever played this before, they're probably yelling at the screen, like, you're an idiot, you gotta do this and that. Like, clearly, this game didn't have any sort of proper tutorial.
You know what? I can smell something. I can smell this game's bullshit.
That's an iron heart. So, like, you can start upgrading your character with different things. Like, if I upgraded myself with that heart somehow, it makes it harder for me to scare or something, or it helps me lower my my heart rate. Meanwhile, I just saw, like, there's a weapon here, and I couldn't figure out where it was. So I'm like, okay, let me use this thing again. Now it's not highlighting at all. You saw it say weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, maybe I'm too close. Let me back up. I try it here. It's like, oh, I can't spin around 360.
Oh, come on.
So I had to try it again, but now I'm out. I'm completely out. I'm like, well, I'll just blindly click around until I find this weapon. And there it is, in clear sight.
God damn it.
This is weird, though. This bat talked to me.
Jimmy! Jimmy, it's time for practice. Get out to the training field now. Hey, you're not Jimmy.
Well,
Wow.
I never liked baseball before. I think I hate it now.
So I think this is, like, really haunted. I don't think this is an amusement park now.
Yeah, really, what is that? Is that a prop or what? So now that I got that bat, I can destroy this meat man here. It just took me a while to figure out what to do. Look at this blood.
So much blood. Holy shit.
Mortal Kombat looks tame by comparison. The new Doom was more reserved than this game.
Oh, that's funny.
And I managed to beat him.
Wow. Oh, you got 100 points. That will last a whole 2 seconds.
Yeah. I do like that you've got more inventory slots than Resident Evil. Like, it's only showing 6 right there, but you can scroll down.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, fuck that game.
I still stand by what I said. I like this more than the Resident Evil franchise. But you have more of a tolerance for these kind of survival horror type games. Like, would you play this?
Yeah, just because, like, you do bring up a good point. I kind of want to see, like, all those ridiculous bleeding animations.
Okay, but I mean, would you play this seriously? Like, play to win?
I don't know. I want to say yes, but, like, I don't think I can make it to, like, a boss, though. You know what I mean? Like, the problem with these games inherently is they're too slow. This one's a little too slow. Like, even
slower than the average survival horror.
Yeah, for the genre, you know, it's
you notice, like, I'm
punishing.
walking really slow.
Yeah.
And then I do have that run ability. You never want to use that run ability, though, unless you're 100% certain you've already cleared out the room of all traps and stuff. Otherwise, that's just gonna, like, run you right into death.
Yeah, that's true.
But this does suck. Just like Resident Evil, you've only got certain spaces that you can save. But you can save at any time. So it's not like you need, like, typewriter ribbon.
Yeah, that was dumb. They did that to try to, like, scare you. Like, that was the whole aspect of that.
This is another thing that's kind of shitty. It's like, even though this does have better controls than your average, like, tank control crap, you're fighting in this little square. Like, see where it glows every once in a while?
Yeah.
It shows you cannot escape that square unless you go to the helicopter symbol and you beg for help. So I'm running around trying to hit this guy, trying to avoid him, and it's weird. It's a really difficult type of...
He's got, like, orange blood.
Yeah, he's like some sort of zombie or something. But
Yeah.
it's kind of difficult to tell what's going on, like, where you're facing, like, in relation to him, like, am I going to hit him? Is there going to be enough hit detection in my swing? I really cranked up the brightness of this, too.
I was gonna say, it's a little dark. It's hard to see what's going on. I'm gonna say that was poop. Like, you were hitting him and it was poop flying.
Maybe.
It's pretty disgusting.
Maybe he was filled with feces. So this is nearing the end of my run. I'm almost out of adrenaline again. That's nothing new. And I'm slowly going through this kitchen area. that's just covered in blood. Nothing good could come from this place.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'm near death. And then I get attacked by a turkey with a mouth.
Yeah. See, that's funny.
It is. No, I'm telling you, like, I kind of screwed up with this video because I'm not showing you the good stuff.
Yeah,
But I would have had to play a million times because I
know.
would have died so many times.
But, getting to see, like, a Langolier, I mean, like, that's priceless. I wonder if there's cheats for this. Then that would be cool. You just run around and, like, hit each trap. Like, then I'd play this, for sure. Absolutely.
Well, you spent enough money on this. Don't you want to get your money's worth?
Yeah, that's true, too. That's true. But I'm definitely looking up games. Like, cheat games, or codes, I mean.
There's probably not any.
Yeah, it's old enough that there might be, though.
Maybe.
But yeah, this is definitely the weirdest thing I've seen on the Dreamcast. The weirdest game I've seen on any system, almost.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. And if you are into these survival horror type games, you might want to give it a try. It is kind of expensive, though, so...
Yeah, buyer beware.
Yeah.